Hot girl summer is here, but I don't think I'm ready for it.
I've been looking around, trying to find another YouTube show worth my time. There isn't. Max Vlog.
So I want to talk a little bit about dating today. And more specifically, me going forward, thinking about dating and just how I don't think I've got the energy out there, enough energy to keep going. I don't know how to do it. So in general, I know you're thinking, Mike, why are you giving dating advice? Because you've had a bunch of relationships and they didn't work. Well, that's why I am good at advice in the first place, is because I've made mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes in life and I've learned from them. So that's what we're going with. Now, I want to talk a little bit about online dating. I tried it. I hate it. It's not for me. I know friends that have been married and stuff, good for people, very good. If you met online, good for you. It worked. For me, not so much. I don't think I could check off the boxes. I tried, a bunch of them where you really fill out the profiles and you really try, and I just never got matched up with anyone where I thought it could go anywhere. And two reasons. One being, I go on there and check it off. I'm like, yeah, I like going. I like to go outdoors. I like to do things. I'm very fun, but I can sit around and watch a movie too, sure. But everyone kind of puts that. And then you get matched up with someone that goes to bed at 8 o'clock, and you're like, what? What happened to the whole going out? And they're like, 7 days a week, Mike? You go out what the fuck? I'm like, I watch movies too, but it's 4 a.m. probably when I'm watching it. So I don't know. That part was frustrating, never getting matched up properly. The other part was how could I tell if I really like someone? Where I almost always I'm trying to think if I had any real bad first dates. They're great. They're a lot of fun. And the more you do, the better you become in them. It became, just this event where I know what's coming. I'm obviously a good storyteller, so I liked to sit across and talk, and explain, who I am and where I'm from and whatever. And then I'm also a good listener. And I mean, that's what makes me a great storyteller, is you got to engage your audience and listen very well. So I'm not asking questions where they're name the last time, and people Google that kind of stuff before they go on a date, what questions to ask. And that's horrible. So I don't do any of that. I'm bringing just complete spontaneity and just what they're saying is what I'm giving back to them. I'm listening and bringing the heat, and we're having fun. If you were okay with this, right? The person would already agreed that this, I'm not talking about blind dates. They already agreed that this was reasonable. Yeah, maybe, and we'll see, but I'm okay with it. From that picture, okay. Well, once that part's good, well, of course we're gonna have fun. I'm fun as hell. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a blast. So how do I tell if I really like that person, or if I just really like the date? So, and then you're just going out more and more, and you're not really learning anything because I'm just having fun. And by the time I get past that, I realized that the match was wrong. And so online dating just never worked for me. It just was not a thing. So then it's meeting people in person. This is more my speed. This is more, what I enjoy. My problems with this are I'm running out of magic. So when you meet someone in person, there's got to be magic. I mean, there doesn't, because you could use a pickup line, right? People do, and that's very weird. People that approach someone and they're like, "Hey, I just really like you," whatever, and that's actually sincere if someone said. But I'm talking about people that use lines. It's weird. It's not. I think it is weird. Okay, to each their own, but not really. It's fucking weird. You're weird, but there has to be, in most cases I've noticed, there's got to be some kind of spark, some kind of magic, some moment from that person to you where you go from the difference of, hey, yeah, stranger, friend, or I'm meeting you, whatever, to I kind of like this. And I think we have something. There's chemistry forming from a place where there was no chemistry. Some magic spark happened, and it's here now. And it's something that I'm doing or something that they're doing that is unique to us in this moment that created that. And I love that. It's fun. It's so fucking exciting, right? Though that is like the most exciting thing. But just as fast as that can be created, it can get destroyed. Like when you're into someone in the beginning, like I think we're all just so anxious that they're going to lose interest, and a lot of times they do, and that stinks, because of course they can. Like if you're married for a long time, like, and you want to get divorced, like that's a whole thing. You gotta bring other people involved. You need lawyers and stuff. Like that's a big thing. But just someone you met and you're like, you talked to a whole bunch, you had the most magical night of your life, you could never fucking talk to that person again. And it's just normal. That it's fine, because you've got nothing invested in them, like at all. But I'm a different, kind of person where I've got something invested, whether or not that person knows it or not. And what I have invested is my magic, is my thing, because I'm not reusing like the same like jokes, the same, phrases, the same thing over and over with new people. For me, I kind of think that that's, one, disrespectful, but two, it doesn't, it's not that it takes away from what you had in past relationships, and I don't think I've ever wasted time with anyone I've dated, but I waste magic is what I'm saying. Like my new magic, I run out, because to put it in better perspective, I don't call people babe, so we'll use babe as an example. But you have like 10 plus relationships in a lifetime. Each time I'm like, oh hey babe, oh yeah, oh babe, can you do that? Like, why would I called someone else babe? There was babe. Babe was a baseball player, dude. I'm not gonna call you babe. Come on. No, it's just I'm not gonna do the same things. And I know some people do, and again, if that's who you are, that's fine. This is not about who you are necessarily. This is about who I am. And I'm not someone that recycles material. Like, some of, comics say, like, I throw away, all the jokes, and it's a fresh hour. I'm coming at each person with a fresh hour. Now, relationships, yeah, but even like, the spark in the beginning of a relationship, when you meet someone new and you have that, like, that everything. I don't know how much I have left. I'm getting older, and there's not that many jokes out there. And sometimes I meet someone, and I'm just so, like, impressed with, like, almost myself. Like, wow, you were very funny, you were polite, you were charming, all of those things where I'm like, you're not normally like that, Mike. But that person's doing the same thing back to you. They're giving you that same energy, and you have that connection. Those connections are special, they're great, they're so fun, but I'm kind of like mad and sick of them. Like, I don't know how many I got left. I don't know if I can keep doing that. What am I supposed to do? There's not, just the thought of it is so daunting. Like, where am I going to come up with anything fun or clever that's new to someone in this specific, and I know you don't, that's the beauty of it, right? You don't think about it, you create it on the spot. It's this magic moment between you and this person, but I think I'm out of magic, and I'm just frustrated with the idea of how fast, that connection can disappear. And I feel like I've wasted, magic on people that, I don't know, you don't get that back, you can't get that back. And I can't use the same fun energy on someone new. Like a little part of me, you become jaded, and a little part of you dies every time, and then you're not maybe as fun with the next person because you just got bad taste in your mouth about how many times it hasn't worked out. So I don't know. I think the moral of the story is I just don't think I'm ready for hot girl summer.